Welcome to episode 2 of my Minecraft Hardcore series. Now, this episode I was planning on building a base. So I've just loaded back in the hole that I carved for myself. I put the iron in. And I broke the sign. Because the sign wasn't really important, so it was just from last episode. But if you end up liking this episode, could you please? Then I attempt to stack two dirts, which are clearly different. And I sort of just chill in this hole for a little while because that's all I really have to do. I collect my iron. And I sort of just wait for the iron because it's really taking a while. As the iron smelts, I sort of just wait in the furnace menu because not leaving my iron behind there. So melts, and I think about what I'm going to do later in the day. I had plans to build a house, so I collect the coal and the iron, and I break the furnace. Put away the furnace and the cobblestone. I attempt to break the coarse dirt and think it would turn back into regular dirt. It didn't. I break my torch, and then I break my crafting table. Put my crafting table away. You can't place beds on leaves, apparently. So I go down and I sleep. And on the topic of sleep, I thought it would be a good idea to turn on like a day counter. So I go into the menu, realize the day counter setting is in the menu. I turn on coordinates and I look up and down trying to find the day counter. Takes me a while, but I finally click the button that says show days played. And I rejoin the game. Now I look around for something to do, because I sort of don't want to build my house out of acacia wood. And when I'm just wandering around, I look down there. I wander a bit on the savannah tree. I get out my sword, prepared to face the witch if I need to. All I find is a llama. And I spot some iron. But I go right past it, so I can kill the sheep. Knocks me off the ledge, and I get the cockatrice plate and the rotten flesh. I go over to a ledge and drop it off. And if you're wondering how I dropped it off, I think I said in the last episode I have a keyboard, but I just prefer to use the on-screen buttons. So I just pressed Q. Also, I'm so thankful that I got 6 views on my previous video. Also, if you decide to subscribe so you can follow, I pause the game to give myself time to react and land in the water. As I'm going back up this water, what I was about to say is that if you subscribe just so you can see the math content, it will be start to come out soon. I just needed to do a couple videos in this Minecraft series. So I have to find my way all the way back up. And I start digging the first cobblestone, and the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. And I start pillaring. This time I know exactly where I'm going though, so it will be easier for me to navigate up to the top. And I'm up, and I need to start breaking this pillar. And I break free to the surface for the second time. And I finally, and I finally jump. And I go down here. I lost the first iron, but it's okay because I survived. I go back to the iron. This time having more caution collecting it. I know my name for my channel is the Mathematical Penguin, and that means I have decided that I will do math on this channel. So as I attempt to build a base, attempt to find a good spot, I realize I'm gonna have to go down on a trip to the mangrove swamp if I want a reasonable looking wood. And I tell myself that will have to wait for tomorrow. Today it is time to get geared up. So as this video comes to an end and I decide that I need to go back into my tiny little burrow in the wall, I would just like to say, if you have already seen the first video before this and you're watching this video, I appreciate that, because if you watch the first video, just stumbled across a completely new YouTube channel and decided to watch their videos, like, I probably wouldn't have done that. I usually stick to the channels that I usually do. So thank you for watching this video. And I hope you enjoy the rest of it. And I think that I'm gonna sleep there, but I decide it's a better idea to go back into the hole. After I get this tree. And after I got that tree, I decided it was time to return to the hole, because I'm not sleeping out in the open. But first, I'm gonna make some basic tools, and by basic I mean iron. And at every moment I'm making these tools, I am terrified that a zombie is going to come get me. And I break the bed, and then I break the crafting table. And I missed the iron above me. And I'm not sure, but I think this might have been the original hole. So I block it off. And I place down the furnace and crafting table after I place down the torch. And furnace down. So this is going to be my outro. I told you this video wouldn't be as important. Here I'm just thinking about making an iron chest plate. I think about it. And I think about it. And I decide that I should. And I make the chest plate. And then I'm like, what can you do for the iron? You can make a bucket. Then I can make water streams that take me down off the big floating island thing whenever I want. I think about sleeping, but then I get too scared. For a good reason. Because of that creeper. So I decide, I guess it's time to log off. For the second time in this hardcore world, I will leave. I thought about making that sign joke again. Am I gonna do it? Am I? I'm not. That joke is getting old anyways. So I put the signs back. And I decide, well, time that I conclude. So here is my armor on my skin. Now it is time to log off.